Watch Hope More with host Hope Demps on the Daily Gospel Network, the television show created to inspire, encourage, and motivate. Each week, we will provide a dose of entertainment, social commentary, and spiritual insight. This is your opportunity to gain a better understanding of current and important topics from a refreshing perspective, plus creative art, new foods, travel, event reviews, do-it-yourself projects, awesome guests, and so much more. Catch Hope More with host Hope Demps every week on the Daily Gospel Network.
Hello, hopefuls. Hello, my HopeMORE family. Welcome to season 9 Do-Over. It's our second premiere, but that's okay. 9 just deserves a little bit more zhuzh, je ne sais quoi. I know some of you haven't seen me for a while, and I have my aerial on down by the sea, and it may be hard to see, but my light back there says Queen. We're here to celebrate greatness. So listen, guys, I need you to get out your phones, share, and like the HopeMORE page on Facebook or the HopeMORE channel on the YouTube channel. See, it's one word, lowercase HOPE, uppercase MORE, because you only need a little bit of hope to want more out of life, to expect more from God. We're here on a Thursday, so we're going to change it up a little bit in season 9 with Thursday shows, just trying to find out what time and date works. So 7 p.m. Thursdays is when you should look for some live shows. Now, the live shows will have me appearing, but sometimes it'll be different segments that are pre-recorded because, the staff that we have, we want to make sure we give you the best show possible. So we need time to edit sometimes. And the days, except of hoping more, will come in the place of we are going to present today season 9 Do-Over premiere is celebrating greatness. Now, you may have seen my advertisements in my story on Facebook in that greatness is here. And I was really wanting to look at the idea of the Big Bend area, the curve of Big Bend area that I have the pleasure of calling my home, Perry, Florida. We've been hit by Hurricane Idalia a short time ago. Then Georgia Pacific plant and mill closed October the 1st, which is the biggest employer we have in Perry, Florida. So we made front page news. Good Morning America was playing us. CBS Morning was playing all this footage of Perry, Florida. And it reminded me of another time that Perry made front page news. During the heart of COVID, there were a couple of weeks that per capita, we were the fastest growing society of COVID infection and deaths. Then I was thinking about sometime, maybe almost 20 years ago, Perry, Florida also made a great splash in the news, but it was about a politician who was driving through Perry and was refused service because he was Black, or he was told to go to the back of the restaurant. And this is in the 20th century, late 20th century. I think it was early 2000s, late 90s. So that made the news. He made a bunch of money. None of the minority or people of color benefited down here. All of it was just embarrassed. And then it makes me think about in the 80s. We were on the New York Times once because there was this huge cocaine bust. You know what? Taylor County, Perry, Florida, I am tired of being sent around the world as some PR for my hometown with craziness, sadness, destruction. We have so many great people, So many great things coming out of Perry, Florida. So as I celebrate season 9, I want to celebrate greatness. So what did I do? I got together a live studio audience, the first time I ever did it, and I brought to you, and you're going to hear some of her interview, Miss Juneteenth Florida 2023, who is currently in Philadelphia right now, getting ready for a pageant this Saturday, Miss Juneteenth USA 2023. Megan Whetsel is the candidate representing Florida. She's there with about 15 other state representatives, and we are looking for her to have victory. What a remarkable feat. This particular organization, it was their first time having a Juneteenth Florida pageant, so she's the first title holder ever from this little town in Perry, Florida, going to nationals. Last year, the national queen went to the White House. The national queen met Obama. The national queen had a platform that was touching the entire world. So I thought, what better way to celebrate greatness is to highlight Miss Whetsel's trajectory to Miss Juneteenth USA. I believe she can go all the way. In fact, you guys can right now help share the word, because tonight, I believe, is the last night that you can vote for People's Choice by going to www.missjuneteenthusa.org. That's www.missjuneteenthusa.org. So I'm very excited for that opportunity. So not only can she go and win the crown, she can also win People's Choice. Okay, so get on that. So I want you guys to support Megan Whetsel. And let me just give a little word before we get into her interview. I believe that greatness is coming. And Zechariah talks about not despising small beginnings. And my mom would talk about that all the time. She actually had this great sermon called "What Can You Do with a Woman and a Shovel?" And many times, things that come in small packages, we look at them differently depending on the context of our mentality. If I want a gift and I get a small box, is it an engagement ring? Is it a diamond ring, sapphire, something? Or is it a quarter just wrapped up in some pretty paper? So it's not only my expectation of what the gift is, but eventually, when I open it, I'll see the value. I believe that there's greatness coming. In fact, she may already be here. Her birth name, worthy. Stage name, small. But I think prophetically, greatness is what we're called to be, regardless of where you are. There have been so many extraordinarily great people and things that have come out of this area. We are the pine tree capital of the world, people, at least of the South. We have the world's largest fish fry, and that's nothing to joke about. And before we get all alarmed about the pine tree industry ending, it was a cypress production city for years and years before pine trees ever came into being a cash crop of this area. Now, we also have people like we also have people who've gone on to do great things, like LeGarrette playing in the NFL league. LeGarrette Bryant, either the sign coming and ending and exiting Perry, Florida, talks about that. He's won a number of Super Bowl rings. We have musicians who are singing with Madonna, like Saucy Santana, also known as Rashad Spain. We have playwrights who are award-winning playwrights, like Anthony Lamar. We have women who've been on television and film. We have singers. We have people who are doing it great in their industry, in the military. And I want this platform to highlight greatness, because it's so easy to think that everything is external from Perry. Everything is external from the Big Bend area as far as what can be great. But actually, the Big Bend area has a lot of greatness. In Perry, Florida, we're not done. Our supply has not ended. What is going to happen here? I think possibilities, great possibilities. So my prayer during this season is that we get inspired. Remember, you only need a little bit of hope to take that next step. So if you're in desperate need of hope, I want you to join me here Thursdays at 7 p.m. and get you some more. Get you some more. Get you some more. And let me just tell you how tricky things are. Are you liking and sharing? I need you to like and share. Let me tell you just how tricky sometimes things are. So I have been trying to find an opportunity to get editing staff, and that just hasn't worked out. And because I'm doing now Daily Gospel Network, as you can see, 3 times a week on Tuesdays, there's a preview of the show at 9 o'clock p.m. That's on Daily Gospel International. And then the actual show for the States is 8:30 a.m. Daily Gospel at 8:30 a.m. on Wednesdays. And then we have like an encore on Fridays at 4:30 p.m. It's the same show. It's a shorter show, and it's had to be edited for less than 28 minutes. And that, starting this season, I'm going to allow people to put commercials on there and just, really, really max out that platform. But I'm going to get back to what I think make hopeMORE great. And that is live shows and interaction with the audience. So please, even if you're watching this on a replay, please comment below. First of all, I'll be encouraged. Morgan is up in Philadelphia. She can go and look at your comments and she can be encouraged. And we just all are just like pushing each other greatly to be great. And I want to tell you that, one of the things that I'd never like to be a part of is this crab in the barrel mentality. And I'm going to talk about a little bit of that after we get with the interview. But I don't ever want it to be said that I am not cheering someone on to be the best they can be. I feel like every parent, every child, every brother, every father should be rooting Morgan on if you're from Taylor County because she represents us. In the midst of all this craziness, we have someone, in the midst of this craziness, we have someone who's at a national pageant who can take the whole thing. And so in the midst of all this deprivation and desolation and destruction, we have someone who's on a main stage who literally can help bring the trajectory of at least this area, right? This moment in time to a greater light from our hometown. We won't just be, well, it's not my thing, or I don't care about pageants. No, I love it. And in that sense of support, I'm going to do something that I've been not really crazy about doing because I feel like, my shows are my baby. And I have re-edited and edited and re-edited this show, even had to re-record it in some aspects. The audio wasn't great. And unfortunately, when I edited, it was just messing up the interview so much. I'm just going to have to let some segments just play. So you're going to get interesting. You're getting like the DVD unreleased unedited portion. So we had really great fun. Morgan, I think, is the epitome of someone who has greatness because she took instructions and direction. I didn't have her well mic'd, so I had to have her say things over again. And you're going to hear all that. And you know why? Because I'm going to put my mouth on the words I speak and live it out. Greatness isn't a step. It's not in perfection. So please forgive me if anyone's offended that you'll hear me doing a little bit of coaching and directing. It was edited out in a portion, but that edit out portion, it was so distracting because the audio wasn't matching. So yeah, you're just going to get like the unedited version, and we're going to just, have her come back when she wins Miss Juneteenth USA or her participation there because she's going to be doing a lot of great things. You're going to hear about her platform. You're going to hear about what she wants to do by graduation. You're also going to hear a little bit about her family, and I have a funny little Q&A section for her. But it's fun, interesting conversation. But what you won't see is the live studio audience that was there for most of the evening. And listen, this is not movie magic. We just had to record again. But it's okay. It's definitely okay because greatness is not just coming. Greatness is here. I love it. I love Coach Dion when he was talking to Colorado, saying, hey, we coming. We're here. We're here. Greatness is already here. I just want to excavate it. And I want you to excavate it with me. So let's just go in, okay? I'm enjoying it. You guys share, like, hopeMORE Facebook page. That's lowercase HOPE, uppercase MORE, one word. And if you're on YouTube, please go ahead and click the bell so you will not only see the show, but you'll get the next message when we come back on. So greatness is going to keep coming. I need to hear y'all cheering. Come on now. You know, Morgan is in Philadelphia right now. Y'all could be cheering. Morgan, 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 Morgan. Do I need to play that again? Morgan, Morgan, Morgan. I love it. Our family and friends were so great when we did this live studio audience, and I hate that you're not gonna be able to see that part, but you heard it a little bit at the beginning of the show, and I'm gonna play it again. So watch your seat or stay fastened, and you will see the next voice you'll hear. I feel like I'm on a program. Will be that of Miss Megan Whetsel, Miss Florida Juneteenth 2023, and hopeful contender for Miss Juneteenth USA 2003 as we speak. Morgan, I hear it. I hear it. So you guys go ahead and share the pages, share to your page so people can see what's about to happen. Bring her out. 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 I love it.
Well, you see that I have reset. Hi, Morgan. Well, you see that I have reset things a little bit, but we've been enjoying the celebration and the studio is hype. But you know what? I want to ask you questions and get a nice little close-up so that our audience can hear from you, our own reign, Miss Juneteenth Florida 2023, without me necessarily getting in the midst of the pictorial. So, Morgan, I just have a few more questions for you. Are you okay with that? Yes. Okay, great. So, Morgan, could you explain to us what your platform is for Miss Juneteenth 2023?
My platform for Miss Juneteenth was mental health in the Black community because as a teenager, out in high school, my first 2 years was rough, and I felt like I didn't belong there where I was. So talking to my mom and her telling me that you're not going to fit in everywhere and it's okay to be different as a Black female, it makes me want to reach out to my Black females and my Black teens, male or female, to let them know that it's okay to seek help, and we're going to feel like we don't belong, but we just because we're different, we belong where we are.
I love that. It's important to belong and to feel like you belong. And that's not a race issue as much as it's just the idea that that's every person in the world wants to feel like they're part of a community. So did you finish out that time there at school?
Yes, I did. My mom gave me the confidence to realize that I'm not going to fit in everywhere, and I'm not made to fit in everywhere. But no matter, I need to finish where I started at.
I love it. So after you finished that semester, did you make any different changes to your going to school?
Oh yes, I switched back to a public school here at Taylor County.
And do you find yourself feeling much more part of the community?
Yes, ma'am. It's more versatile, more open, and there's different faces, and I feel more comfortable there.
And you know, when we were talking on camera, the one thing I really appreciated that you said, you know, it wasn't racism or anything like that. Your teacher's really great, but you had noted that the kids have been there and grown up together, so they naturally sort of clicked up. What advice would you have for a young black girl or young black boy who may be at a school and they don't feel like they fit in because they're in a similar situation, what will you tell them to encourage them regarding finding community?
I would let them know that it's okay. It's not like we can go back in time and start back from kindergarten, but it's okay for it to be cliquey. You find your people and you stick with your people.
I love that. And you have found your people. And again, even though we're here celebrating the beautiful diaspora of African Americans, but it seems like your people are tumblers, softball. What else are you involved in?
I do tumble team, I do softball and volleyball, and I plan on doing cheerleading my senior year.
Right. So you found activities that put you with people that you had stuff in common with.
Yes.
So do you think that that's an important aspect of mental health, that people who may be feeling isolated, that they find a group of people they can feel supported by?
Yes, because they relate to me. They know they can understand me a little more than people that aren't doing what I'm doing. So yes, that is important.
So what would you tell someone who may have felt the same way, but they're like afraid just to talk to their parents or an adult that can help them? How would you encourage them to not be afraid to say, I need help, or this is not going well?
Nobody wants to sit around and suffer, so you find the person you're comfortable with, the most comfortable person, more likely an adult, because they can get the changes done. You find that comfortable person and you let them know that you need help.
I love that. It's okay to need help, right?
Yes.
So when you become Miss Juneteenth USA, you want to continue to work towards helping young black women understand that it's okay to ask for help when they're going through.
Yes.
Now, your mom is a queen herself. What do you think about the fact that you are carrying on a legacy with your mom having been a queen locally and you now being a queen, not just locally, but statewide and even having a national presence?
I think it's important. She's passing it down to me and she's putting me in things so I can experience what she's experienced in life.
It's funny, you described it as she threw you into the pageant. Not only did she throw you into this pageant, but you've also been the winner of other contests here locally. Could you share a little bit about those contests?
I was the first Black 2014 Moon Pie here in Taylor County, and I won Miss Essence, the Miss Essence pageant.
What's that last one?
The Miss Essence pageant.
Miss Essence pageant. So I just tell you, like, you're just on your way. I love it. Now, I wanted to ask you a little bit about your going to nationals with the Miss Juneteenth USA pageant. What are you looking forward to most?
Meeting the girls. I'm really excited to see everyone's personality and just meet new people and make new friendships.
So I saw a lot of different states represented there. Could you share a few states that will be there, their queen will be there?
I've seen Philadelphia, I've seen Tennessee. There's like 15 other girls there. I think, so it's a lot.
So you're looking forward to making friends?
Yes.
Now, when you were part of the statewide pageant for Miss Juneteenth, it was a little bit different, but congratulations this past weekend or the weekend before, you went to your crowning and you got to meet a number of the girls and do a bus tour. How was that experience being with the other contestants that you beat out?
It was fun. It was only me and another girl in my division, and she was really sweet and nice. I enjoyed spending time out there with her.
Awesome. So only one of the contestants came, but you went against, what, was it 7 or 8 other young ladies in the statewide pageant?
No, it was just me and one more girl, so it was 2 girls in my division.
Okay, so she came to support. I love that. And you have any other pageants you want to be a part of after the Juneteenth Nationals?
Probably not.
No homecoming queen for you. But homecoming's next week, right? Are you going to be participating any local or statewide homecoming?
No, ma'am. I'm just gonna go to the dance and probably the party after, but that's it.
Barbie told me that you may be in the Florida A&M University homecoming parade.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you looking forward to that?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you going to be throwing out candy? Like, you know, you going to have... Well, I love it. As a former queen from 1991, 1990 to 91, I was Miss Lady, and I was in the family homecoming parade. So I just want to tell you, it is huge. You've ever attended as a kid? You ever attended?
Ma'am.
So you know how big it is. And I was like, there was one corner that we were turning, and I felt like everybody was coming into the street. So you just make sure you have your face. You have such a cute and beautiful smile.
Thank you.
So, interesting enough, I shared with you off camera that I was like, oh, my daughter's going to be a chocolate beauty like you. I don't have any little girls. But although the world's changed a lot, I'm really surprised, Morgan, that there's still, even in our community, people who have all this different behavior when it comes to light or fair-skinned Black girls versus chocolate like yourselves, or medium and dark. And I can't believe that people still act like that. Have you ever experienced people treating you differently or seeing other people being treated differently in the Black community because of their skin tone?
Yeah, I've seen a few people get picked on about their skin tone, but other than that, not very much here.
But that's silly, isn't it?
Yes.
Because we're all beautiful.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, you come from a pretty big family. And I just think it's awesome that you have so many brothers. So although you're representing for the Black girls when it comes to Miss Juneteenth, the tradition of Juneteenth is a celebration of the liberty of all Black people, right? So do you have a positive message towards our Black young brothers and men out there as you always are repping the girls, but do you have anything to say for the Black guys out there?
Yes. You're strong. You're gonna make it no matter what. Don't let, just because your skin color is darker than others, don't let that stop you.
I love it. And that's a word you'll give to your own brothers.
Yes.
I loved how yesterday I asked them, earlier I asked, okay, I'm gonna reset. All this is edited, so that's why, like, even if you flub, don't worry about it. It may not make it in there anyway. Okay, I think it's great that earlier I asked your two brothers, I think, well, your middle brothers, like, how do they think you look? And you're like, she looks good. And I was like, do y'all always tell me she looks good? And I think you told me, yeah, they do. They'll tell you if you look good, and they probably tell you if they don't like how you look, huh?
Yes.
So it's great having brothers. Now, I asked you this question already, but let's just pretend like you never heard it before. And I want you to say it with the biggest smile and the most confidence you can muster up. You graduated in 2025. Could you tell me 3 accomplishments you hope to have upon graduation?
By the time I graduate, I hope to have my AA and be Miss Juneteenth USA and have a full ride for family.
That's wonderful. Okay, I'm going to reset. I'm going to ask you that same question again. And I want you to not have a I want you to just share. It doesn't mean you have to get louder, but I do need you to elevate and project. And yeah, I love it. Like, get that poise together and don't blink. I mean, I'm not saying don't blink. Sorry, people blink. Keep your face straight and just share it. It's been so great talking to you on this Juneteenth Florida 2023. Now, you are a junior, so you're graduating in 2025. Could you share with my audience maybe 3 accomplishments that you hope to achieve by graduation in 2025?
I plan to have my AA, have a full ride for family, and be Miss Juneteenth USA.
All right, now, I love it. All those things are possible. And when you said AA, so when you graduate high school, you can also have a college degree.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, that is so awesome. You are a great example of never despising being from a small town, because you could be in a small town and go all the way to nationals like you're doing in October. And so we just want to say thank you so much for being on here, and we're rooting for you all the way. You want to give a shout out to anybody?
Thanks to my village for helping me get here, and I appreciate you guys a lot.
Okay, I need you to practice that royal wave. Give us a wave, Morgan. Oh, there she is. Thank you so much, beautiful. Have a great day.
You too.
Oh my gosh, she's such a good sport. Such a good sport. Such a good sport. I love it. So that's just a little snippet of our time together, and I got a quick Q&A that was really fun. So you have to like stay tuned and hear that. And in case you didn't see at the beginning, Morgan is a part of a lot of different things. So you heard her talk about her mental health, um, or her mental health desire and needs that she wants to promote in her platform for Black youth. And I think that is so important. And it's more than, a sense of just rejection, or maybe you don't find a fan group, but some kids just really need help for whatever reason, whether it's anxiety or depression. And this week was Mental Health Day, which is very interesting because we had the Hamas attack Israel situation that happened, and a lot of things just happening in the world. So we all need help. We all need to be patient with ourselves, to talk to someone, to make positive change, because she could have gone negative. But she talked to her mom, and her mom gave her great advice. She finished out the semester and changed over, and it was not about finding a ethnic group or community. She found tumblers and softball people, and just a community where she felt like she belonged. And she didn't feel ostracized because of some huge mean situation. It was for whatever reason, she wasn't fitting in or not been able to find a community. And there's a time and place for everything, but it's okay to say, I need help. Like, this is not working for me. So I love it. So that was a pretty serious interview, but we also got a fun Q&A. And while I get that up, you got to see my girl. She is the cutest. And that community part, and you're going to hear a little bit more about her family things, is just so adorable. I think Morgan is the perfect Miss Florida Juneteenth, or Miss Juneteenth Florida. And I'm like, y'all need to go to MissJuneteenthUSA.org and vote. Now, some of you may be startled, but you can just try to give $1 and vote, okay? It is, I think, a little compensation, but you may want to just try to do it without the compensation piece. But it's a fundraising aspect to her work. So you guys don't be off put that it asks for a little bit of money, a little bit of, it ain't asking something strange for some change. This is supporting her, and we want her to get I told her, girl, go get the queen, get Miss Congeniality, get a scholarship, get best photo, get everything. So let's start off with People's Choice, Perry, Florida. Come on now. Come on. Let's support greatness, right? Let's support greatness. Let's support Morgan.
What's your favorite sports team?
Gators.
Tell me something that you hate.
Liars. Liars.
Something that you love.
Being with my friends.
Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
Are you allowed to have a boyfriend?
Yes, but I don't have one.
Have you ever had a boyfriend?
No.
Do you want a boyfriend? Can you buy me one? That's what I want to know. What is your favorite historical figure? Who's your favorite historical figure?
My favorite, I don't know if you would call him historical, but probably Obama, because he led our country, and that just shows black people that we can do anything.
Are you good with kids?
Yes, I am good, but I don't like, I wouldn't say I don't like them. My patients are just, they just get thinner and thinner.
Well, you have a little baby sister, 10 months old. Are you helpful with the baby?
Sometimes.
That's honest. Sometimes. I love it. I love it. I love it. What's the best thing about having a lot of brothers and sisters?
You have somebody, I mean, you have a best friend that's always there for you no matter what, but you have somebody for everything and that you can take it anywhere with you, so you just always got somebody.
What's the worst thing about having brothers and sisters?
Too many.
You gotta share.
Yes.
Well, at least you're the oldest girl, so you don't get to share. You don't have to share clothes.
No.
Do you drive?
Yes.
You have your own vehicle yet?
Yes.
What kind of vehicle?
A Honda Accord.
And you work though.
Yes.
Do you pay for the insurance and stuff yourself?
No, but I put gas in it. I put gas in it.
Are you a safe driver?
Yes.
Do you cook?
Sometimes. I can cook a little bit.
What can you cook?
I can make some chicken Alfredo.
Tell me again your favorite Bible verse and where it's found. Your favorite Bible verse?
My favorite Bible verse, God is within her, she will not fall. Psalms 45:6.
I love that scripture.
Have a day.
Oh, thank you so much, Morgan. She was just so much fun to be around. She has the best attitude. She is what I call greatness. I love how she's very honest. Like, yeah, I'm honored to be in Juneteenth. And there was some video that I wasn't able to show in this show where she was talking about like just being in the pageant, how that's built her confidence. And even if she is sort of tired and scared and a little bit like, this has been a lot, so I don't know if I could do this again. But she said, for any young woman who wants to be in the pageant, they should do it because it gives you great support from the community and to know that you can do it. And some of y'all may or may not know, but I'm a queen too. Mommy threw me in some pageants as well too, Morgan. And in fact, I won Miss Lady Pageant 1991. Y'all heard me mention it. And it used to be like a premier pageant here. And it's not a bouquet. It's something I had on a dress, but I'm like, okay. And so I have my crown, I have my bouquet, and I have my wand. I know that I'm looking closer to a fairy godmother right now, but anyway, I'll keep the crown. So, as we end our time together, I am going to celebrate the season premiere of hopeMORE 9th season by doing some throwback videos at the end of all of my shows. So you're going to see something from 1991, guys. That was 32 years ago when I had just won Miss Lady in 1991. And that fall, I entered into the Junior Miss pageant. At the time, they had changed the name to Wonderful Women of the Year or Women of the Year. And then they went back to Junior Miss. I don't know. It was a little bit too feminist for our sort. But unlike Miss Lady pageant, which was a Christian-based pageant, and it was based on interview and character, you know, there was physical fitness, so we had to wear leotards and show grace. And And it was just a different, bigger platform. It's usually in the junior Miss side that people go to Miss Florida and all this kind of stuff if they're interested in that kind of stuff. And here I was, not just a black girl, one of two in the pageant, but I'm like a big girl in leotards. And you just got to see. So listen, greatness is coming and greatness is here. Her birth name is Worthy. Her stage name may be small. She'll be known for greatness because we have so many possibilities. I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. So I'm not going to say goodbye. I'm just going to say see you later. All right, hopefuls. Love you. Love you, love you. Now remember, comment below. Wish Morgan the best. Take it all the way, honey. We support you. We support you. All right. See y'all next Thursday, 7 o'clock for season 9, another show on greatness. Should I tell you who's going to be our special guest? I'll give you a hint. His name is Cal. Is that a good enough hint? He's from Perry, Florida. And he has a new song to show to the world. And you guys, some of you, will hear it for the first time here.
Achieving domestic tranquility in America, as stated in the preamble of the U.S. Constitution, is my brass ring. As a proud citizen aspiring for a career in government, domestic tranquility will be a goal that I will sincerely contribute to during my stay in elected offices. I will work for American justice and promote true integrity in politics. Not only will my brass ring of domestic tranquility be a prize for my benefit, but it will be a prize to all Americans who also pray for a more kind and gentle nation. Secret lies, for I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model size. But when I try to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say, it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenal woman. That's me. You see, I walk into a room just as cool as you please, and to a man, the fellows stand upon down to their knees. Then they swarm around me like I have honeybees. I say, it's in the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, in the palm of my hand, the need for my care. I'm a woman, phenomenal woman. That's me. Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't scream or shout about a really tough love, 'cause I'm a woman. Phenomenally, phenomenal woman. That is me. $200 scholarship. And in this, we have a tie for second runner-up. Second runners-up are number 7, Hope and number 8, Megan Whetsel. The first runner-up for tonight will receive a $400 scholarship. And the winner